Hey, this is Pat from the Maine, and you're watching Permanent Rain Press.
So, hey guys, it's Natalie from the Permanent Rain Press, and today I'm here with Pat from the Maine. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. Just glad to be back in Vancouver.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been. It's been, I guess, since Warped Tour. No, wait. Were we here on Warped Tour?
You were here in 2013.
Yeah, with the 8123 tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right. So, of course, your guys' fifth full-length album, American Candy, was just released at the end of last month. A lot of great music on there, and also a lot of great lyrics. You know, some of it more metaphorical and some quite literal as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal favorites?
Man, I think picking a favorite track off the record, every time I get asked that question, I would pick something a little bit different. But for today, I'll go with Another Night on Mars, which is the last one on the record. I think that's a really great song.
Awesome. And the album was recorded in a house in Joshua Tree, which I gather is kind of a bit of a departure from the production of some of your previous releases. Do you think that being in such a kind of remote, nature-driven environment had an impact on how the album turned out?
I think, I think you can kind of hear, like, to me, like when I hear the record, I hear the house. Like the drums sound like they did at the house, you know. So, I think being out in the middle of, just out in the middle of the desert, I think caused us just to only like work on the record. We didn't like go out to eat or go out for drinks at night or anything. It was just working on the record at all times. So I think that was a really great thing for us.
Where did you guys get your food?
We would go to the grocery store like one time a week. It was kind of like down a little ways, and we would go and get food for the week, and then I'd make dinner and lunch for all the guys.
Nice.
So.
Favorite dish that you made?
Oh man, I'm gonna go. Kennedy made mango chicken, and that was really great.
Do you think you guys all became better chefs? You know,
Oh,
what I would do in your time there?
absolutely. We did lots of cooking, and I think we were all pretty impressed with how good we did. So.
Nice. Life skills, right?
Yeah, it's like when we recorded the first album was like when we had kind of like, at least for me, had like lived on my own for the first time, and the food we were making then compared to what we're making now is just night and day difference. So we've gotten better.
Awesome. And I watched a video where you guys were shooting glass bottles with BB guns in your spare time. So I'm just curious, who's the sharpshooter of the group?
Kennedy he has a great shot.
Awesome. So people like to talk about how much more upbeat and kind of feel good this release is, of course, in comparison to its predecessor. Do you have any personal like pop anthems, for the lack of a better term, that you like to listen to, or is your karaoke go-to song?
Oh man, I am not I wouldn't be very good at singing. I don't sing, but no, I think
everyone can try.
Yeah,
it's karaoke.
No, I would just be I would have to be very drunk, which doesn't happen very often. So, I think the record is more upbeat and fun, which is like something that I wasn't sure where we were gonna go. After doing the last record, I feel like we kind of hit like a wall where we took things as far down like one path that we'd kind of been going on from the first record up until the end of Forever Halloween. We've been kind of just going down this different path of taking things like more like raw and organic, like with every record, and we feel like we kind of took it as far down that path as we could, and then now this new record feels like it's like the beginning of a brand new phase for our band, which is like great, after being a band for 8 years, to feel like you're at the beginning of your path as opposed to the end is really great feeling.
Yeah, like that whole natural evolution, I guess.
Yeah, it's just been, it's crazy, like, trying to like listen through each record. I feel like we are a different band every single time, so which is great.
Yeah, I think it's nice that in each release, like, you can kind of hear elements of stuff that you've done before, but also brand new ones as well, which It's cool. So it was also recently announced that you guys will be heading back to Brazil on the
Yes.
Brazilian Candy Tour. What are you most looking forward to about being back there?
The shows, they're crazy. I can't even describe the like energy in the rooms there when we play. So, just the shows. I mean, it's just a wonderful place, and it's become our second home.
I also read somewhere that once in Brazil, somehow a door had been left unlocked and a bunch of fans ended up somewhere on your bus. Do you know anything about this? Were you there?
Yes, we were like in a van outside the venue getting ready to go back to the hotel, and people like opened up the back door of the van and hopped in and hopped over the bench, and it was bizarre. It was crazy. You know, I think over there it makes us feel like just a different band. Like it just there's people get very excited when we're there.
Total rock stars, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
So it was also, you guys are doing some free meet and greets there. It was announced, and which of course you guys do every show and every tour you're out there after you perform, meeting fans. So I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts on kind of like that whole so-called paid fan experience, because there are a lot of bands and acts with the same fan base or level of fan base that you guys have that of course kind of charge to meet people on a more personal level.
Yeah, it's a weird topic for me to talk about. I don't, it's something that we feel very passionately about, that's something that we don't believe in. I don't know, it just the idea of making someone pay to, like, shake your hand and take a picture, just doesn't feel right to me. I feel like, we are no different than any of the people at the shows, and why, I would never pay to meet somebody. Like, if someone doesn't want to meet me, then they don't have to meet me, and that's just how I think it should be for all bands, so we just make it, there's certain times where things get like out of our control, and there's some type of contest to meet us or something like that, but we never make people pay, and I don't know. I guess every band's gonna do their own thing, so I'm not gonna give anybody like shit for doing what they're doing, but for us, it's just we know that we wouldn't be a band if these people didn't come and watch us play. So I feel like it's the least we can do if they do want to take a picture with us and shake our hands, that we go out there and do that.
Definitely, and I think everyone loves you and appreciates the Maine for that, for sure. Next, I have a few quick-fire questions for you, so I'm going to fire off a few words, and after each one, you have to say the first word that pops into your head. Okay, so taco.
Bell.
Hockey.
Boring. I just said that in Canada.
Oh.
I'm screwed.
Yeah,
Can't get into it. I just can't get into it. But to be fair, I'm not into many in like different sports, so it's okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't have time to follow everything, I'm sure, on the road. Oblivion.
Drugs.
Maple.
Syrup.
Hat.
Don't look good on me.
Teeth.
Candy.
I'm gonna have to end with this one, but mayonnaise.
The devil himself.
Oh.
Mayonnaise is the worst thing in life ever.
Who would you rather face in a fight, a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
So a duck that's the size of a horse, or a bunch of mini horses, 100 of them. I'm gonna go with the mini horse. No, 100 though. That's a lot. And they're probably pretty fast.
Probably.
Do I have a weapon?
Sure.
Like a knife, maybe?
Whoa, okay.
I mean, I don't want the ducks to die, or the horses. I'll go with the giant duck.
Fair enough. And lastly, we're going to end things off with our signature question. If you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
Strawberry. It's the best. It's nice and plain and simple, yet fun at the same time. Just the perfect amount of fun.
Definitely. Well, thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you so much.
American Candy is out now, so make sure you go pick up a copy. And can you close off the interview by staring at the camera and giving us your best sassy face?
Yeah.
This little sweet tooth, it is your weakness. They've got American candy.